Hi everyone, I'm Mark Rosenthal with you. We are recording this Weatherblast Forecast at about 4:45, and I must tell you, it's really annoying because we're going to get a little bit of snow in Boston, but every time it looks like we could get a lot of snow, it just never really happens, and if that's how the rest of the winter is going to be, I just think we should cancel it. Let's go to the beach, have a couple of martinis, and lie in the sun. What do you think? You for that? I know I am. All right, we do have watches and warnings out in purple. We have a winter weather advisory from tonight to 1 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday in the pink zone, Worcester County, through much of northern New England under a winter storm warning for the same time period. Cold enough to snow initially in Boston, 35, close to freezing on the North Shore, southern New Hampshire, Lowell, Fitchburg, all to Greenfield, to Williamstown, all close to freezing, milder to our south. Providence, 36. Close to 40 over the Cape and the Islands. Northern New England certainly cold enough to snow, upper 20s and low 30s, and that's where most of the significant snow is going to be falling. Radar, as of 4:45 this evening, or late this afternoon, if you will, shows a little burst of snow falling in Boston, but the steadier precipitation in the form of rain is coming up in New York. Some pretty decent snows back through central western New York and Pennsylvania, headed for northern New England. Let's look at one of the forecast short-range models. This is off the Harloop, and of course they bring soaking rains to southern New England tonight, but heavy snow from Route 2 north and west, and by tomorrow afternoon I want to show you this a couple more times. On the back edge of this thing turns to some pretty decent snow in Boston, but the ground is going to be so warm we would have had already maybe an inch or two of rain. So will it stick? Probably on the grassy areas, but I don't want to minimize the potential for a slick evening commute tomorrow evening. I'm going to have to watch that very careful. I'm just too lazy to make a snowfall because every time I do, I'm wrong. So I'm just going to take one of the computer models. This is off the European. They give Boston 2 to 3 inches of snow, about 4.5 in southern Worcester County. Northern Worcester County, 7.4. And they're giving anywhere from about 6.5 to about 13.3 from southern central New Hampshire. I think the 13 is probably too high. So I would probably guess in southern central New Hampshire, you get a good 5 to 10 inches of snow all the way up into western Maine. Certainly it's great for you skiers, and skiing is only going to get better. Then we have another storm, of course, coming on Wednesday. So overnight, here's the deal. We'll have a burst of snow in Boston. It could coat the ground white, then puff, it goes to rain. Once you get to north of Route 2 and beyond, it'll be some heavy wet snow for a while. Temperatures there near freezing. And even north of Route 2, you could mix with some sleet and rain late tonight. Then that whole range snow line is going to start to pivot to the southeast towards the coast. So Boston's going to start to change back to snow probably around noon tomorrow. Big fat flakes. And again, some of the secondary roads could be slick, but it'll be a much tougher commute, if you will, when you're into Worcester County, southern New Hampshire, the coast of Maine and New Hampshire, and the Berkshires for tomorrow morning and tomorrow evening. The storm is out of here probably tomorrow night. And then Tuesday is looking fine with lots of sun. It's close to 40. We cloud up on Wednesday. More snow breaks out during the afternoon. Could be a few inches in Boston before it changes to rain again. Heavy snow for ski country. There are some signs. A lot of cold that's building in Canada could be here very late this month or early in February. We shall see. All right, that's it. I'm done. I'm going to Miami. Have fun, everyone. I'm Mark Rosenthal.